Hi everybody, it's Jenny, and I'm coming to you with the video in between classes, so it won't be too long. Don't have a whole lot to say either. I'm going to go ahead and talk about my numbers right at the beginning today because it kind of plays into what I was going to talk about. All right, so I really started to be serious about keto about maybe 3 days ago, I would say. Um, and the scale hasn't really been my friend. Um, all right, so let's see what I ate here. So the first day I have minus 1.3. So of course I'm thinking that I am an amazing person, right? Actually, we go back even further. I just realized. Here we go. Minus zero point 0.7, but that was after a day of plus zero point 0.8. Um, and I had a little bit of carbs that day before. So that was like um, day 23 in P3 when I decided I'm just going to really focus on this keto diet and not like calorie restriction so much. So that was not a good day. Okay, so then the first real day on keto was minus zero point 0.7, but I feel like that's kind of a wash from the day before. All right, then I had a minus 1.3. On that day, I was at the water park all day, so there was walking involved, and I literally only had 2 hot dogs on keto buns with mustard for the whole day. I didn't have anything when I came home. The next day I went back to the water park. That day I had 2 hot dogs, 2 all beef hot dogs on keto buns, but came home that evening and had a grilled cheese. Um, and the grilled cheese was 2 pieces of keto bread with I, I didn't have much cheese in my house. I just had some shredded mozzarella. So I had shredded mozzarella and I had American cheese slices, which in hindsight's a regret right now. Anyway, so yeah. So I had American cheese slices and mozzarella cheese on there with some mustard and about a half a can of mushrooms. That day, the next day, I should say, the next day on the scale, it was minus zero point 0.3. So I'm thinking, I love keto, right? I'm eating all the things I really love to eat. The weight's continuing to go down. And then the next day, I had 1 hot dog on a keto bun, 1 hot dog with no bun at all because I ran out of keto buns. So that was my last hot dog on a keto bun. And then I had a bowl full of lettuce with bacon and honey mustard dressing. Now, maybe there was too much sugar in the honey mustard dressing. I need to go back and count the carbs of how much dressing I ate, but I thought for the amount of dressing, I don't know. I just still thought like my fat content would be considerably higher and everything, but I got on the scale yesterday and it said plus zero point 0.9. So I really wasn't happy with that. Okay. Yesterday, I didn't write down what I ate. I should type it as I talk to you. All right, what did I have yesterday? I had 2 bowls. I made a huge vat of buffalo chicken dip because I knew that that was carb free, and it's made with cream cheese, ranch dressing. I should double check the carb count on the ranch dressing now that I think about it. I really should have bought some Greek yogurt. I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to buy the Greek yogurt and use the Hidden Valley ranch dressing mix because we need to be higher on the fat content when you're on keto, and that's lower on fat. But I probably should have done that because I didn't think about sugar. Oh, all right, I'm going to go back and double check that, and I'll do a follow up video. Or when I do one in the next couple of days, I'll tell you what I learned in terms of both the ranch dressing and the honey mustard dressing, and their sugar and carb content in them. Maybe this is where my problem is. Maybe those dressings are messing me up, which would make me sad because I have a whole vat of buffalo chicken dip. Oh my goodness. Um, And then I ate those the first time I cut up sweet peppers. I have 3 different colors of sweet peppers. I ate 13 slices of pepper with my first bowl, and I ate about 10 slices with my second bowl. I did have one other thing. that day. Although I can't think of what it is. I know I ate some, and although this is processed meat, and I'm guessing it's probably not ideal, but I did have some salami because I just wanted to have a meat that's easy and a go-to. And if I run out of something to take to the park and that, at least I know I can roll up some lunch meat and take it with me. So, and everybody likes salami in my house, so they'll all eat it. So I did have a few slices of salami. I mean, I had them as thinly sliced as I could, um, practically shaved. So it was probably like four extremely thin slices of salami equal to one probably normal slice. That's all I had, I think. I want to say I had one other thing while I was waiting. I feel like I ate one other thing. I can't think of what it is. Nevertheless, I got on the scale today and I was up point 0.3. This is not how it's supposed to be going. I want to be losing or at least maintaining, but I do have a weigh in like 4 days where I have to be down a couple pounds. So I decided to do a little bit of research on how soon are you going to lose weight when you are on the keto diet. And let me basically just talk about rather than just reading to you because I got a bunch of different information from a bunch of different sites. And what I learned is I had originally thought after about 2 days your body was in ketosis. And I have the little strips to pee on, but I don't know how accurate they are because they're a couple years old. Um, but two, I just keep forgetting, even though they're sitting right on the counter next to the toilet. I like finish, I go to wash my hands, and then I see them sitting there, and I'm like, oh. Um, so it measures your ketones in your urine and lets you know if you're in ketosis state or not, or in a ketogenic state, however you want to state it. Um, that information I need. But on the flip side of that, in general, from what I've been gathering from everything I've been reading at all these different sites, is that the ketogenic diet, in and of itself, could keep you in a state where you don't gain weight. But in and of itself, it's not going to help you lose weight. You do still have to have the calorie deficit. So I definitely ate too many calories. Now, I don't know if it's a calorie deficit, like a significant, like stay under 1,000 calories kind of calorie deficit, but you can't go crazy. And I guess 2 bowls of the buffalo chicken dip, the few slices of salami, and whatever the other thing is that I ate, it's gonna drive me crazy. I don't have a whole lot of options in my house, so I don't know what it is. I don't think I ate a hot dog. No, wasn't a hot dog. I don't know what I have. I don't know. Oh, I know. Shoot. I made at the same time that I was cooking up the chicken to put into the buffalo chicken dip because I like to make my own chicken rather than the canned chicken. I had gotten some ground chicken at the store. The ground chicken was on sale. I wanted ground turkey to make some more turkey tacos. But ground chicken was on sale. I never had ground chicken, and I like chicken more than I like turkey, so I thought I'd try it out. I got 3 pounds of it, browned it all up, and made a whole bowl full of um, chicken taco mix. Surprisingly, not a huge fan. I can tell the difference. I almost can't tell the difference between ground turkey and ground beef when I turn it into, um, well, even on a hamburger bun with a piece of cheese and lettuce and tomato, it doesn't taste that different to me. But when I cook it up with taco seasoning, it really doesn't taste that different to me either. Slightly, but like still basically tastes like taco meat. I want to say it almost didn't taste like taco meat, and I'm still using the exact same taco seasonings that I was using before. So, so, what does that mean? I don't know. I guess the chicken really tastes significantly different. I'm gonna eat it up, but what I did have is I took, um, I have, It's not romaine lettuce, but there's a really tight, small lettuce. It costs a little bit more than the romaine. But the leaves are like perfect scoops because it's only like this tall, the things, and they're tightly wound. So when you pull it off, you have a perfect cup of a leaf. I don't know, I get it at Costco and I don't know what kind of lettuce it is, but essentially I just in my brain call it romaine because it kind of tastes like romaine. It sort of looks like romaine. Anyway, um, kind of looks like a butter leaf is no, the butter leaves are frillier. Anyway, so this is a perfect scoop. So I have a bunch of those in the refrigerator. So I took two of those leaves off, I put them inside each other, and I put the meat inside. And I didn't have any shredded mozzarella cheese left because I used it all in the buffalo chicken dip. All I had left in the house. Remember, I told you I really didn't have many cheeses. I should have bought cheeses when I was at the store yesterday too. I just didn't even hit my brain. So I think today, actually, my husband is going to be going around Costco when he takes my son to fencing. So I told him to get both shredded um, cheddar cheese as well as mozzarella cheese bags. So I made two of those. So I put two leaves together and put the meat, got another two leaves, put them together, put the meat inside, and I took one slice of American cheese because it's the only cheese I had in the whole house. I had no cheese sticks. I had nothing. Nothing. No Butterbell things. Nothing. Oh, every time I wave my hands, my light keeps changing. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Um, and so I ripped the American cheese slice in half and I stuck it on each one. And I didn't melt it or anything because I like the sleeve, but it started to melt just by because the meat was warm. I had just cooked it, so that was too much food. I can't have two of those and two bowls of buffalo chicken dip in a day. I guess it was too much. Now I had a decent bowel movement, so I was very excited. I thought I was getting on the scale today and it was going to be down a pound. The fact that it was up 0.3 is discouraging. And it means one of two things and possibly both things in that I need to eat less calories in the day and or I'm just not in ketosis yet, which means I need to eat less calories in the day because it helps you to get into ketosis when you're in a little bit of a deprivation of food. Now, probably the most discouraging part about all of this is this morning, I feel like my stomach is almost growling. I feel like I want to eat. I am so tempted to just go get some buffalo chicken dip right now and get some of those cut up peppers that I had and eat some of it because I feel like I should eat right now. But the scale is saying I should not eat right now, especially because I have a weigh in and this isn't the kind of weigh in that I can I may have to do the whole video around myself and everything. There's no um, cheating. It is what it is. And I need to now be down about almost 6 pounds in like 5 days. Oh my gosh. That's even hard to do on HCG. Oh, I don't think I'm going to meet my weight. So sad. Oh, when I did this weigh in, I did it because I thought, oh, well, I'm going to be on the keto diet. I'll definitely hit that weight loss that I need to hit. But it just seems like an impossibility. At any rate, I need to figure this out. Other things that I was reading is it could take as much as a week or a little bit longer to get your body in a state of ketosis. So there's that. So when you start off on the keto diet, it seems obvious to me now that we need to do so in also a calorie deficit, which essentially I would say I did on those first couple days when my weight was going down. Yeah, I mean, the one day I literally only had two hot dogs on keto buns, and I'm not on the HCG anymore, so that's, not a lot of calories. I don't know how many calories. I don't know how many calories the keto buns are. Let's say they're 120 a piece, and the hot dog's 140, so that's 160. Yeah, so, well, how? That's under 500 calories for the day. No, it's not. It's less, but it's definitely under 1,000. All right. All right. All right. All right. We got this. We got this. I'm going to keep giving you updates. as I learn and I go on this. But I guess the goal for today is calorie restriction. I'm going to try. I love the buffalo chicken dip a lot. I'm going to see which one had, what was it? Oh, I have to look up the calorie count. I'm going to look up the carbs and make sure it's decent, and not outrageous on that dress. But then I'll keep in mind, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much is in a serving. I put one bottle in the whole thing, but I don't know how much of that. The amount that I probably eat is probably equivalent to the amount of carbs that I would have on a regular salad. So it's going to be equal. Okay. A little bit of rambling because I kind of am all over the place. A little discouraged today. A lot discouraged today. I'm not saying a little, I'm a lot discouraged today. So sad. So sad. All right, we're going to get it together. We're going to figure this out. Any of you who have been successful on keto and you have some words of wisdom for me, please do share. And I guess I really can't talk about this much more intelligently until I use those keto sticks and I find out, is my body in ketosis right now or is it not? And my goal is to get it there at least by the end of the day today. All right. So many other topics came up as I was doing this research. So there's a lot of other things about keto that I will talk about. I'm talking about keto because I feel like this is a good option when you're in P3 before you go back on HCG again. And for a while there, it was looking great, and now I'm kind of falling off the wagon. So I need to figure it out and get it all together. All right, love to you all. Good luck in your dieting. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know any great keto recipes you have because that are simple. I am not a cook. I hate to cook. So like I do, I make things in big vats and put it in the refrigerator so for 2 weeks I can just keep going and getting food. But of the things that I make, you could tell they had like no more than 4 ingredients in them. So, throw 4 ingredients in something and let it sit. It's kind of like that's sort of the limit of where I do my cooking. Anything that's more intrinsic and more time involved, not time sensitive, but labor intensive, let's say. Not interested. Not interested. Especially because I can't like do something and then leave and then come back because anything that's cooking. Our newly adopted cat was found in a barn and it has a life of scavenging around for food. I don't know how long he was an outdoor cat, and we don't even know how old he is. Um, but he had a life that he can't tell me about prior to coming here, and because of that, I cannot have any kind of food out on the island without being around. Because if I disappear, he jumps up and eats things. And I don't want him to get hurt because he does not understand that stovetops are very hot. All right. So for that additional reason, I just need to be able to make something. I can put it in an oven and close it, but I can't have anything on the stovetop that I walk away from. And I certainly can't have things out on the counters that I walk away from. Even my crock pot, I now have to put a plate on top of the lid so that I hear the plate go crashing off in the event he happens to get up there when I'm not around. All right, craziness, what we do for our pets. Poor guy, he has to go back to the vet again tomorrow. He has issues that we need to work through. And all the medicine from 2 weeks ago hasn't been working, so back to the vet tomorrow. Oh, pets are so expensive. All right, you take care.